Well, Chris Marshall and Kevin McNally join us now. I mean, it's such an amazing show to watch because it's so much fun. The whole family can watch it together and it causes quite a stir on social media, doesn't it? When it's going out, as it starts to go out, people start to guess who's committed the crime, who's done it.
Well, they do. I mean, I don't have social media.
No.
But I do occasionally dip in,
yes.
Through my wife's socials and I'm amazed at how brilliant the audience are at guessing not just the who,
no.
I mean, that might be relatively simple, but also the how and the why.
Yeah.
I mean, I never know when I get to, like, page 50 of the script. and they're amazing. They get it. Some of them get it within 5 minutes.
Yeah, but they're so passionate about it as well, though.
I love your episode. We've had a sneak peek,
we have.
Kevin, of what goes on and how it goes on. And it's brilliant, because exactly like that, Chris, you spend the whole time going, OK, so how does this fit together? Why is it happening? Who is it going to be? But tell us a little bit about your character, George, because he's quite a cantankerous old fool, isn't he?
He is. I like playing cantankerous old fools. Typically, when I got the script, it was one of those things where I went, I've never played anybody like this before. So I was really enthusiastic. And also what I love about the show is that wonderful thing of, as they go back and they do the work, that they go and they see us, you know,
yes.
They go, in their memory, they go back and they imagine how it happened.
The recreation, you're suddenly there.
I just think that's such, and that really enthralled me when I realised I could be part of that. But he is a cantankerous, old, superstitious, aggressive, old-fashioned guy.
Yeah,
typecasting.
That's what the family would say, is it?
Well,
yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Do you hang corn dolls anywhere or do anything like that?
I don't go quite as far as that. But
because he's quite superstitious, isn't he? As well?
Very, very, and he honestly believes that if people mess with his corn dolls, something awful will happen to him, and something awful does happen, and he blames it on that. He's a weirdo.
I think there's something lovely about that idea, though, Chris, isn't there? That sort of in these rural communities, there will be superstitions that really drive the farmers with regards to the harvest or with regards to the weather, and it plays into what George's concerns are. Because whoever's doing the manipulation is there's definitely something a bit sort of out there about it.
Yeah, I think it's part of that sort of old, especially in the southwest of the UK as well, and it's part of that sort of old, sort of poetic savagery of the place,
yes.
and wildness, and sort of it's quite sort of bucolic, and it's sort of wonderful storytelling sort of ethos that sort of comes through, a lot of farmers are superstitious because I guess it's sort of from back when you used to worry about the weather and what the weather would do, and
well, they are victims of the whole area and the weather.
They're victims of nature.
Yeah. But there's not just kind of the detective theme running through the show as well. There's also Humphrey and Martha and this lovely story with Rosie and them being foster parents. Are we going to see more of that as well?
Oh yes, absolutely. She's wonderful. Little Bella, and I think we all got our kids in as well because there's parties and she goes to school and all that kind of stuff. And
so the cast kids has been some of the background.
Yeah. It's a family affair, everyone's on board.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
And talking about sort of former co-stars, Abdul, from famously, when you came in for Christmas, we were talking about Love Actually.
Yeah.
Your co-star from Love Actually pops up in this series as well.
Wonderful Abdul, yeah.
You'd not seen him for a while?
I've seen him once in 22 years.
Wow.
How amazing. What was it like, sort of reconnecting?
It's the same as ever, you just, it's like actors, isn't it?
Pick it up again, yeah.
You pick it up again. You don't see each other for 10 years and you pick it up straight where you left off, so... It was like no time had passed at all.
Yeah.
I always say it's like going back to school after the summer holidays.
Yeah.
It's just, you feel like it didn't happen,
Yeah.
Gap.
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
Do you think there'll be any going back to Pirates of the Caribbean at any stage?
There's lots of rumours,
There are.
Yeah, well, I always answer this by saying there are two realities. There's social media and reality. Social media, yes, I'm starting filming it tomorrow.
Amazing.
Reality, tumbleweed.
But I love the story of how you got the role as well. Wasn't it your birthday? And
It was my birthday. I didn't want to go because I'd been up for all these American movies. Nothing had happened.
Yeah.
But a friend said to me, well, it's a ticket in the lottery. Why don't you go? And I said, well, I've had about a bottle of wine now. She said, it's a pirate. It doesn't matter how drunk you are. So I turned up and got the part.
You got the part.
So thanks to a bottle of red wine.
You went very method on it.
I went very method, yeah.
I love it. But your character in Pirates...
I want one of those parts.
Yeah. He's got that fabulous West Country accent. And, of course, I didn't realise that you getting back down to Cornwall for Beyond Paradise was like full circle because you started in Poldark.
Exactly. Poldark in 1977 we started, and I actually was talking to
you
Chris
there?
about...
Goodness me.
I haven't got my glasses on, I can't.
Yeah, that is you.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's usually a picture of me with a guitar in the back of a coach. I don't know why you haven't found that one. But no, in fact, I was talking to Chris because he knows the area very well, and on one of my days off, I went to Lostwithiel, which is where we shot it, and so that brought back a lot of great memories, and it hasn't changed one iota.
It is a fabulous part of the world, isn't it?
It really is,
It really is. Well, look, thank you both for dropping in and coming in and talking a little bit about the episode. We loved it.
Yeah.
Great.
As ever.
There's so many other things as well we can't talk about.
No, we don't want any...
Can't talk about them.
No, and between you and I, it'd be disaster. So.
No.
But thank you both for coming in.
Oh, my
Thank
pleasure.
you. We'll see you
Thank you.
soon.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Right then, Beyond Paradise is on tomorrow night, BBC One at 8 p.m.
Oh, hello. Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload tons of new content every single day. So hit the subscribe button, like all the videos, and don't miss out. We'll see you in the morning.
It might be the bank holiday, but they certainly don't exist inside the celebrity Big Brother house.
Yes, that means there's plenty to talk about. And if Will's finished his dessert, please give us the latest.
Incredible. Thank you. Yes, it has been a brilliant week. Actually, the weekend was excellent. Maybe the best weekend so far of this series because the tasks
great
that the
tasks.
housemates have been doing have been giving everything. So on Saturday, the Big Brother house was transformed into Big Brother's Big Cattery.
Nice.
And the housemates dressed as these lovely cats. I mean, it was surreal, it was funny, and it made me want to get one of these costumes. Because they were all... And they spent most of the time napping. They just looked like real cats. It was incredibly cute. But they did have tasks to perform, right? So they were given 9 lives as a group, and then they had to complete tasks, and if they lost their lives, they would fail the task. But they were things like they had to consume all food and drink out of cat bowls.
Oh.
Big problem for Jack P. Shepherd, who drinks 30 cups of tea a day. That's actually true.
30? That must be one... No, 2.
And he doubles up. He has 2 tea bags in each cup. The man is...
Oh, OK.
His blood type is tea. It's
He
incredible.
must have some good state remover.
Yeah, he's got great teeth. But they had to do things like Angelica had to steal all the milk. Patsy had to follow a laser pointer. Ella had to make catty comments to everyone all day. A couple of them did take it too far. Now, obviously, behaving like a cat can only go so far.
Yeah.
Big Brother had provided a litter tray, but it was a prop.
No.
Unfortunately, Jojo and Chris thought that it would be fun to use it.
Oh.
No.
Let's have a little look.
Really need a wee. Is this bad? Can you block the door?
Yeah.
And then I'll have a little wee. Don't tell anyone I've weed, though, all right?
Go for it.
Hang on. Oh, my God, I have really... Oh, my God.
This is Big Brother. House cats are reminded you can use the human toilets.
No, we can't. I'm just gonna... OK, hold on. Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
Set?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, that's good.
Oh, my
Was that
life.
real?
That was real. It's the clapping. It's the bloke standing behind her going, yeah, well done. That was one of the oddest moments of the series so far. But, you know, at least they're getting into it.
Yeah,
they're inhabiting their roles.
I've never seen a woman pee like that in my life.
Dressed as a half cat.
yeah.
It's extraordinary. But then the next task that they had, so then they had that was just a fun task. They kind of got a big prize at the end of that. But then, yesterday, they had to dress up as a family, right?
Yes,
and
they
the
had to
whole
play
point of the
Happy
task
Families.
was them playing Happy Families. So the house was divided into grandparents, teenagers, and toddlers. Chris was a toddler. Luckily, he didn't use the nappy that he was given. So I can confirm he's learnt, OK?
Fine, great.
But it was hilarious. I mean, Donna made an incredible granny. She had a few falls throughout the day. She kept nodding off, but she was absolutely brilliant. Chris and Ella were the toddlers. They were having tantrums throughout. There's Ella having a little scream. I mean, they were all thoroughly enjoying themselves. But poor Danny was a very harassed mother. And let's have a look at how Danny reacted to 5 kids and the in-laws.
I'm talking to your dads. We're busy.
Mama.
Honestly,
Daddy.
guys, this is stressing
Mama.
me no end now. Get in! Get in! Stop banging! I'm at the end of my wit and it's not even lunch.
OK, well, look, what have we got coming up in the final week?
OK, so in the final week, there's a lot of them to still get out, all right? And I can reveal that tomorrow night, eviction night, it's Triple Tuesday.
Hey!
It's going to be a bloodbath. 3 of them are leaving the house.
Get them out.
And in eviction, we're seeing nominations tonight. That's going to be played out. They were face-to-face, and Big Brother has an evil Easter twist that you are not going to want to miss. It's honestly, it's getting very, very juicy in there, and the wheels are starting to fall off in a great way.
Wow. Right, thank you, Will. On Friday, we saw Celebrity Big Brother wave goodbye to someone who couldn't quite make it to the finish line when he normally does, Daley Thompson.
The third celebrity to be evicted from the Celebrity Big Brother house, Daley Thompson, is here with us now. Daley, congratulations, right, for getting through it, because they say it is the most pressurised environment that you can be in the world. How did you find it, and why did you sign up to it in the first place?
Well, I signed up to it because once I told my kids that I'd been invited, they started goading me and telling me that I tell them that being able to cope with change is a great thing, and they say that I never change. So I just thought I would go in there and see what it was going to be like.
As a sportsman, it's you know, you've spent your life dedicated to getting to the finish line. Are you gutted that you didn't, or do you feel you've left at the right time?
Yeah, of course, it would have been nice to stay in there, but it's not a thing that you can control because you know it's the public out there that are making the votes. But yeah, it would have been nice, but I am very happy. And to be honest, it was a brilliant experience. It might have been one of the best things I've done in the last 20 years.
Wow.
Just to go in there and try and interact 24 hours a day with 12 other strangers is, well, you know what it's like. It's actually incredible. You both should give it a go, honestly. It is brilliant.
Well, you guys did seem to be having a good time. I feel like this series, there was obviously an exciting first week with a certain Mr. Rourke. Yeah. And then last week, it was like everybody has been getting on pretty much. But you've been seeing it now. You know what's coming tonight. Do you feel... Are you a bit almost annoyed that you maybe have missed out on some of the most drama? Would you like to have been in there when it's all started kicking off in the way that it is going to tonight, with people actually falling out?
Yeah, that would have been nice to see and be part of. But to be honest, I think that I kind of had my time in there and it was great. And now the task and everything else is going to be really, really stressful. And I think that some of the guys might struggle to cope with it start becoming combative.
Yeah, well, and part of that is down to you. So before Daley left last night, if you saw the show, he dropped a truth bomb, let's say, on the housemates, and it certainly exploded. Yeah, let's have a little look.
We've got it.
If you're struggling to be heard, put your hand up, because there's some people that are really loud, and there's some people that do this professionally as a game. There's 2 people here that do it all of the time.
Before Daley went, Daley was like, you need to watch out for some people in here, they're playing a game. So that's why I think she answered you. And so I'm not going to talk...
behind each other's backs? No, I don't think
No, this isn't behind backs, because I'm telling you now to your face.
So, Chris and Jojo, Daley.
Yes?
Tell me more.
Well, they're the professionals within the group, which is why they do all the fancy, strange things and peeing in the... Funny enough, I only found out about that last night.
Yeah, did they not broadcast at the house? Funny that. It's weird, that, isn't it?
Are they a thing or not a thing, then? Or...
No, they're not a thing. Well, no, so Jojo is gay and very proud of that, and it's purely platonic, certainly from her side. She's made that very clear. Chris has made a few jokes about, you know, my girlfriend, and she's batted it away. Yeah. He might have slightly different feelings towards her, but my take on it is that actually... And I think you maybe would back this up. Their energy is genuinely matched,
no,
right?
Absolutely.
I think their friendship is genuine.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's genuine. I just think that it works for both of them.
Because they have a good time together.
But Daley, I mean, interestingly, because it sounds like you've done this programme because, you know, once you were offered and the kids and family and friends said, yeah, go for it. But in your everyday life, daily life, excuse me,
brilliant.
You would never necessarily come into contact with people like the professionals that you mentioned.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Was that quite a shock for you? People of that profession.
It wasn't so much. It wasn't so much a shock, but to be in a room where everybody is desperate to get the oxygen.
Yeah.
And they want to be up front, they want to be first to speak, last to speak, and all that. I kind of pulled myself back away from it and just kind of watched it, and it's really interesting to see all the machinations that go on in there, because people mostly tell half-truths.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that is reality TV, and that's why we love it. But you have been great to watch. Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.
Our next guest has been championing girl power since the 90s. But after trading in her Union Jack dress and platform boots for a writer's pen, Geri Halliwell Horner has inspired a whole new generation with her best-selling children's book.
To tell us about the brand new instalment, Rosie Frost, Ice on Fire. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Geri!
Geri's here!
So happy you're here,
I don't know what
Geri.
it is, but you must have some magical superpower, because when you came in, we all just, like, lit up. We all get excited. And, of course, you've presented this morning before.
Yeah, I
Do you miss it?
Well, I had such a nice time when I came before.
With Rylan, I mean, who's your biggest fan?
Well, you guys are part of my history, and
well, you're Spice Babies.
And we've known each other for
Long
such a long time. And Alison, my goodness, you are inspirational. The way you have just, it's good
But
for you. It's
honestly,
like coming
we get
home
so
here.
excited when you come. How are you? You good?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm so excited to be here. Yeah.
You look great, Geri.
Look at her.
Tell us about Rosie Frost. So this is the second book?
Mm-hmm.
First book took you how long?
About 7 years.
I love that.
7 years?
Yeah, because you're world building.
And then your publisher went, great, when's the next one? You're like,
Yeah.
right, okay,
Yeah.
get cracking.
Well, fellow author.
Well, tell us about, what's the story?
OK, so Rosie Frost, she is set in present day. She's orphaned, but this is an unairbrushed orphan grieving, sent to an island. Island is a bit like Jurassic Park, but for endangered animals, at a school built by Queen Elizabeth I. Right, so that was 500 years ago. She's sent there. They're all descendants of Tudors, so if you like history, it's all in there.
Oh, wow.
And then it's like page-turning action-adventure, and she has to find the courage, facing up to bullies. And second book, she finds out her mother was murdered.
Oh, my goodness.
And she wants revenge.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of love in there as well.
Oh, lovely.
And we love love.
Is it true that she sneaks out as well? And this is based on your experience.
I do.
She's a little bit naughty and she sneaks out to see boys.
I wouldn't go as far as that, but I'm always borrowing little bits.
Moments.
Little bits, you know, whether it's from inside of yourself or other people. I'm like, oh, there's, you know, you'll find yourself in these characters.
But everyone's always going to compare you to this character.
Oh, you can't help it. I mean, it's you, right? You can't help putting a little bit in there.
Absolutely.
This one is about revenge and the sort of subtext of, you know, when the ricochet of revenge. For example, if I do something bad to you and then you do it back, and then it just goes bang, bang, bang. But afterwards, you feel a bit icky afterwards.
Don't feel great.
It doesn't, and she behaves quite badly in it, but then realises, actually, was it worth it? And so it looks at that.
Where did the original idea come from, Jude? Have you had it for a long time? Because I know you love your history, you love Queen Elizabeth I, don't you? So
I'm a bit of a nerd, like, I'm a curious, lazy nerd. I love, you know, like you're always finding out about things.
Yeah.
But I thought, wouldn't it be nice if the world had a new hero? Someone that's not perfect, if I can see it, I can be it. The boys cry, but they're not wet wipes. You know, the girls in there's all different kinds of characters, and you'll find yourself in there. Not airbrush, not perfect. And I thought, we need that, but also entertaining and funny and real.
And did you know you could do it? You know, sometimes, you know, you've got obviously this incredible profile, so when you're pitching a book, you know, in a strange way, it's got to be very good for them to buy into it, because they can walk in and go, oh, here we go, Spice Girl wants to write a book. So you know already you've got that to contend with. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got to put the yards in, the hard yards in.
Yeah, I think, you know, I'm really grateful for the opportunities I've been given.
Yeah.
But I always think, OK, make it count. Always make it count. But I've always loved the power of words. You know, before music, you know, I'd studied English literature. And when I was in, you know, the band, I was always loved that part of the contribution, storytelling.
Yeah.
You know, through song or through the video.
Well, you speak so eloquently anyway in real life. When I hear you speak, you always speak so well.
Oh, well, thank you very much, as you do. We love you. I mean, I think this is about seeing each other grow. Like, I've watched you both in different ways flourish, and you're like, that's inspiring. If I can see it, I can be it. So, you know, we all have different chapters in our lives, as you have, and then you think, OK, I'm going to express myself in this chapter. So...
fencing in this book as well, because do you fence? Or...
No, what happened is, when I do any, like, characters or scenes, I always research.
And do you do it properly?
Well, so when I'm writing it, because there's a fencing scene in it, and to learn how to write about it properly, you know, they talk about parrying. I didn't know what that was, so I got a fencing teacher.
Oh,
this is me! Oh, my God!
You look great!
And
look, you even brought the white outfit to that as well. I love it.
OK, so... and so he's teaching me different fencing moves, and there is a scene...
Great, though.
And...
really good at it.
Yeah,
on guard.
And to smack him on the head.
Did you keep the sword?
No, no.
It's great.
So that's just research.
It's so, so good.
And your daughter like it? Because in my head, when you came on, sat on the sofa, like, when you don't see people often, the age of the children crystallises, doesn't it? I was like, oh, yeah, she's got like a 7 or 8-year-old.
So true.
How old is she now?
She's 18.
Yeah, that's...
No, she's not.
She's
scary
18.
time.
I would never have said she was 18. I've thought 8 maximum.
Isn't it funny?
Isn't that weird? You do polarise the age of the kids.
She came and presented on here, didn't she? With Ryan and the cooking.
Yeah, she was cooking.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter how old our children are. They're always our little
Still the kids.
babies, no matter
So
what.
she's studying English. What does she think?
She is, I mean, she's bright as a button, and I do ask her opinions, as we do.
Is she your biggest critic?
I've said that before. She really is supportive, but there's a character in there called Ottilie, right, who's, like, dry and witty and funny and bright, and has these kind of acerbic sayings, and sometimes I sort of run them past Bluebell, like there's a saying, she says, "I'll go sit on a cactus," you know, just, like, funny.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do run things past her, and she's amazing.
And it's a trilogy, right? So
it's a trilogy, so I'm writing number 3 as we speak.
Yeah.
So how long did it take you to do this one?
This one was quicker. I would say it was about 18 months, but I did plotting, so you sort of do structure, so you kind of know what's going to happen, you know your ending. I'm already on number 3. Yeah.
Can you believe you're an author?
I know, it's amazing. I did write children's books before, like you do, and I admire anyone that, you know, does it, and it's amazing to be able to do it, and it's a dream come true.
Would you cast yourself in the film?
When I first wrote the number 1, I thought, oh, yeah, I could play one of the teachers, because I do like acting. But then now I'm thinking, oh, I'm probably going to go for the old
I think she'd be brilliant in a film. But you do the audio book, don't you?
I do the audio book.
And you've got all your accents.
I haven't got a Brummie in there, but I do some accents.
That's all right. What accents do you do? Come on, give us a little taste.
I had an acting accent coach there.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Well, that's good.
So we get Akiva. She says, "Oh my God, Alison, you got to be out of your mind."
That's so good.
And then we've got a Dermot. He's kind of one of the Ludo Vans. He's just Dermot. What are you talking about?
She's such a good actress.
And then we have Madame le Curé. You're just so elegant. I'm so proud of you. Absolutely.
You're so good. Oh, I want to listen to the audio now. I'm not going to read the book.
If you need the audio, I always think, you know, world build.
I met Mel B the other day, and obviously she tells me all the gossip about the fact that you've got a WhatsApp group and everything. Everyone's in my ear saying, is there going to be a reunion? Is there going to be a reunion, Gemma?
You know, I'm so proud of what we've done, and everybody, you know, really supportive. And some of the Spice Girl fans, you know, they come to the book signers. It's beautiful. What I will say, out of respect to the other girls, it will come as one.
It would come as one.
Come as one.
Yeah.
I think that's really important.
Because we all know the best things happen when 2 become 1.
Ah, no. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Eyes on Fire is at the shelves in the audiobook. Also available on
Hi,
Audible.
everyone. Just wanted to say thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. Now, listen, we upload new content every day. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning. And our lovely Mr. Craig David joins us now. So good to see you.
Listen, I got serenaded off camera then.
You did. That was just for you, Craig. That was just for you. No one else needs to see it.
Welcome, Craig.
Yeah,
Thank
welcome. 25 years.
I know.
Unbelievable.
It feels like only yesterday.
But it's because the music is so good while it feels like it's yesterday. It doesn't feel like 25 years ago.
Thank you.
But how does it feel? Like, do you feel good?
Yeah, I just feel it's so wholesome to know, like, the people who were there, like, at the start, who've grown with me on the journey, and then there's been other people who've met at different juncture points. And then when I listen to that little montage of songs, it warms my heart, because I know that those songs mean so much to other people now. When I originally wrote them, it was all about, you know, I just want to get out there and see the world. But now those songs are anecdotes and stories that people have in their lives. Like, they know where they met, or they heard a song and they knew what they were doing when they listened to that song. So I'm just really grateful.
The lovely thing is, as well, sometimes you hear a song and you know it was written 20 years ago. Those songs, you feel like they could have been written like 2 or 3 years ago. No, it's true. That's what stands the test of time, isn't it? You do it all the time on the radio.
And they still mean so much to you now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You go through life and you listen to the song again and it hits differently. It's bizarre.
It's that.
It is so weird. Because you watched it, you listened to it way back, it doesn't hit the way you hear it now.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, even when I listen to Fill Me In, even though it's like a different scenario, but that part with the pirate radio station where I'm doing my thing, we're in the garage era now. It's having that moment again. And it's just wholesome that it's so eccentric in the UK that that kind of music is continuously having its moment again and again. So I'm just grateful for songs like Rewind.
I'm so grateful.
Also, like 25, it sounds such a cliche thing to say, but 25 years just goes by in a heartbeat, right?
Yeah.
So take us back to, like, being a kid in Southampton, working class upbringing, living hand to mouth, and suddenly, you know, you're grafting, you meet the Alpha Dodgy Boys, you work together.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it in makeup earlier, that first album just went...
Oh, it was...
Your life just turned around upside down.
It was unbelievable. Do you know what's funny? Last week I went down to Southampton with my mum. Well, I went to see my mum, who's down in Southampton, and there's a charity called Shelter.
Shelter, great. Yeah.
And they asked, would you like to go back to your original flat where I was raised? And I said, I'd love to go inside with wow. Oh, you got the footage? Wow. With my mum.
Is that your mum?
Yeah, yeah.
She's so lovely.
We went into the flat where I wrote all those songs, and that's the same living room that Fill Me In, walking away. That's the bedroom.
And is someone living in there now?
So there's a single mother with her 3 kids.
Yeah.
I got to meet them. They gave me a cake saying welcome back home, Craig.
Welcome home.
But the most importantly, it was to just highlight the social housing was so important to me when I was growing up.
Massive.
And just to make sure that there's still funding, that the government keep funding for single mothers and single parents with kids for social housing, because I wouldn't have the life I have now without these beautiful beginnings with my mum.
That must have been overwhelming to sit in that room.
Oh, it was just it was like almost going back to see my inner child and like the young me and go back as a grown man.
Yeah.
And I even sang a couple of songs to the family. And I was thinking, wow, these walls have seen me as a 13, 14-year-old kid writing these songs to then go back and sing them again.
Yeah.
But it really warmed my heart for the family there. Because
So is that where the dream started, in that flat then, looking out on that balcony?
That was the balcony I looked out at the outside of the Queen's house.
Did you pretend to, like, play towards, like, your fans? And
it was like my grandma, like, when she used to take me to school, and God rest her soul, I could just feel her energy there, and my mum being in the house. It was like a full circle moment.
Yeah.
So I'm just really grateful for that.
And your dad's a big influence as well, like the music your dad played for you.
Yeah, Dad was a bass guitarist in a group called Ebony Rockers. He got me to play classical guitar, which then led to like songs like Fill Me In and Seven.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't play those songs, Mark Hill was an incredible guitarist, but I've always had this affiliation with guitar and breaking it down to just acoustic, because that's when you said about timeless. I think that all the songs, I could play them acoustically, and then it falls into, like, it's not about production, it's a song.
Yeah.
So, really fond times, man. I'm so glad I got that moment to do it with my mum.
I bet.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
She's watching, actually. I got to say, Mum, like, we did it. We went home, right? We went back home. I love it.
Oh.
You're so sort of self-assured and happy and like...
And relaxed.
When you made the comeback, was it Glastonbury the moment you came back and you were like, wow, there's still a crowd out there for me?
Glastonbury was a big moment, because it was, you know, there's an eclectic crowd. They've all come to see different acts, and to be, like, on the Pyramid stage performing the songs that we've just mentioned and new material, and my TS5 DJ set was part of that, as well as my live band. To see like 100,000 people showing so much love, it was like the biggest hug that you could get having been away.
When you went away, you were so loved all the time. And then you came back, honestly, it was a lovely... We were talking about it earlier, weren't we? We so needed you.
Thank you.
And can we just talk about Usher?
Oh.
That was a moment, wasn't it? You performing with Usher. When I saw that, I was like, I could see you were so happy.
Do you know what? Having gone down to Southampton to see my mum, on the way back from Southampton to London, she said, I found your CD pendant, the chain that I used to wear back in the day.
No.
Haven't worn it for 20 years. She said, maybe you want to take it up to London with you. I was like, and I took it with. Then I got the call from Usher to come out. And I thought, let me throw the pendant back on, because he's got the US Usher chain. And to have him on stage singing 7 Days with me was an incredible sort of 25 years full circle. And then the following weekend, I ended up doing Garage Nation, which was something I used to go to as a kid. So it's just been a lot of... He gave me my flowers on stage, which was really beautiful.
What's it like when other people sing your song, like Usher singing your song? What does that feel like when you see that?
Do you know what? It brings... I mean, it's wholesome. I'm grateful. But it's also kind of those things of, like, you feel that over the years and you become peers.
Yeah.
And then he's got the grace to say, look, come and jump on stage if you're around to perform. And the way he spoke on there was just so poignant. I just got so much time for him.
We can't show it out.
We should give him some hope.
No, we shouldn't.
He likes it when he sees other people singing.
He likes it when he sees Usher singing it.
Look at this. Let's give you some wholesome.
Let me see some wholesome. Were you shaking the hips? Yeah.
What's the next line?
Took it for a drink.
Took it for a drink on Tuesday, yeah.
Wow.
We went for a drink on Tuesday.
Come on.
Come on. Sunday. Something else happened on Saturday too.
I met this girl on Monday.
I took her for a drink on Tuesday.
We were making love on Wednesday.
And Thursday and Friday and Saturday.
We chilled on Sunday. Yes! Well done!
Craig David on the show tomorrow. 10 o'clock.
Yes!
But you know what? Damn it, the hips, my man. The hips, the Saturday...
He makes me laugh so much.
Wow.
Honestly.
The love.
And when are we going to do a duet?
You know what? I'm always here for that. That's like the gift that keeps giving, that song.
Oh, yeah.
And it always keeps landing at different places.
We talked about dream come trues.
This is happening.
That's my dream come true, to sing with Craig David.
I'm here, you know, always.
Thank you.
Whenever.
Thanks for coming on the show. It's so lovely to have you.
So lovely to see you too. You two are
Thanks,
gleaming.
Craig.
I love it. Love you both.
Craig's new album Commitment comes out the 8th of August. Goes on pre-sale from today. Best of luck with it.
Thank you. God bless you. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning. It was just the gift that kept on giving. Everywhere you turned, it was Christopher Maloney, for God's sake.
It was the best comedy of errors ever. 9 years on from that iconic moment, we're joined by the legendary celebrity Big Brother housemate behind it all, the one, the only. It's Tiffany Pollard.
Good
It's
morning.
so good.
How are you, Tiffany?
Good to see
so
you.
good. Thank you for having me. I'm so ready to talk to you guys.
Oh, we're ready for you as well. I mean, take us back to 2016, that moment you got invited to go into Celebrity Big Brother. You're an American who has no clue who any of these celebrities are.
Yes.
What's your thinking behind doing it, and why did you even think of doing it?
Well, a big shout out to Craig Johnson Pass. Hello, who put me on the show. And I seriously went into the house thinking that everybody would know that I'm the HBIC, I'm reality royalty, but not in the Celebrity Big Brother house. They didn't know who I was. They thought I was the coffee girl. Go make us a cup of tea. Like, that's how it was.
So, had you any idea what to expect when you walked in? Had they told you you'd be, sleeping together and all that sort of stuff?
Or? Oh, no, sweetheart. I didn't get downloaded with all the tea. Like, they just kind of, splattered little here and there. Because I thought I could drink all day and do whatever I wanted and even leave the house and go shopping.
Oh.
Like, I didn't know everything would just take place in the house and just be contained in the house like that. And I'm claustrophobic.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And isn't it weird when they take your phone off you? You haven't got your phone. Isn't it weird how quickly you adapt to it and how quickly you become OK with the cameras and how quickly you acclimatise?
I never became OK with any of it. I'm like, OK, this is good, but not good, but it's good, and it's a little bit of fun as well. It's an experience. Like, if you're not in there, you won't get it. But you get it, because you've done it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
Tiffany, how long was it when you were in there before the iconic David Deads moment happened? Was it do you remember? Was it
I want to say I was in there a good 8 days, maybe, because I wasn't really building any friendships too tough, you know, but it just was a struggle. And when Angie said David, what other David was I coming in contact with?
Of course.
Next,
It made so much sense. And also, he hadn't been very well, had he?
Right.
David Guest had been quite ill. So the thought of it was quite natural thinking to think that maybe he died. Because he hadn't been well.
I mean, he was so sick and so pink and his eyes were red. Like, he was sweating all the time. He was so sick.
And behind the scenes, had he been taken out as well?
Oh, my goodness. He had to be taken out and he was on medication. Poor thing. I just figured he died.
I actually hate laughing.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's like David Bowie did actually die.
Yeah.
She was traumatised, and you in that moment was doing your big over-the-top Caribbean. Literally, you was distraught. Like, that's natural. Like, it wasn't over the top. That was kind of mild.
Exactly.
I watch you. I think you're quite mild, actually.
I'm so stubborn. I was just going to stay thinking that it was David Guest. Like, once they told me David Bowie, it still didn't register. I'm, like, thinking, OK, but she told me David, so how was I wrong?
But also in those moments, sometimes the only thing you can do is laugh, right? Because everywhere, wherever you went, because you don't know any of these people, but we all know them from being on TV.
Yeah,
and,
right.
Like, some of them are more famous than others.
Yeah.
So you go out and suddenly you're talking to an X Factor finalist and it's going, David's dead. And the guy from EastEnders goes out of a jacuzzi. I'm like, oh, there he is. Like, wherever you look, it's like, isn't it? It's just
so true.
It just keeps on giving. Like Daniel Westbrook's going, not that David.
But then it gets...
Like, every time I watch it, I'm getting something else from it.
But then it gets worse because you then find out he's not dead. In that moment, what was you thinking? Because you stormed out.
Yeah, I still didn't believe it. Like, I was going to have to check his body and see if he was really alive or dead because, to me, he was dead. Because when she said David, I was just going to hold on to it. He died. That's all I was
Look how angry you are.
Yeah,
You want to fight her.
Yeah, I was so upset. Like, don't play with me like that, Angie. She really played on my nerves.
So after this whole situation, was you able to say sorry? Did you take responsibility for what happened?
I don't know how to apologise to anyone.
Well, to be fair, you didn't really do anything wrong.
No, she didn't. She didn't.
No one really did anything wrong.
Nobody did anything wrong.
It was a misunderstanding.
Yeah. It was so good, though.
So when you're in there, you and Gemma Collins didn't get on very well, did you? What?
No, we did not.
Well, you did in the beginning because she gave you a lovely pair of shoes.
She did.
And you were so grateful for those shoes.
It was my birthday.
And you were like, that's so kind.
Yes. They were designer shoes.
They were designer shoes.
Yes.
How nice is that of someone to do that
I
for
was
you?
excited. This was like a $3,000 pair of shoes, so I thought.
So kind. And then how did you find out that she kind of wanted those shoes back?
She went into my cubby and took the shoes. And one of the housemates told me, oh, Gemma took her shoes back, sweetheart, because you wouldn't apologize to Angie about the David situation. I was like, honey, I would have given you those shoes back because her big everything knocked stones out of those shoes. I did look at those shoes and examine them. They were missing so many diamonds, girl. She could have kept them.
Well, there was a moment. You gave us an iconic moment in the diary room. Let's take a look.
There we go.
And the shoes that she gave me were not something that I would particularly buy for myself. They were old maiden type of shoes. And she said that those shoes were meant to be worn on a beautiful woman. So if that's the case, she should have put them back on the rack and she should never even purchase them because she was unqualified to own those shoes if that's the case. And I think Gemma is just a disgrace.
I know you're friends now.
Who said that?
Are you and Gemma, have you made up? I mean, do you DM each other and are you back?
We will never be that close, Alison. But what she did say when I left the house, she said, well done.
It is amazing, though.
I took that.
It's only like you two would understand it because you've been in there. Just how the small things. And when we're watching it,
really upset you.
We're watching it. We're like, oh, this is everything. But when it's the small things like that that really upset you. Isn't it?
It's
the
huge.
Stuff you hold on to.
Yeah.
It's a massive thing.
Yeah, and you have to storm to the room to get the alcohol, or else all the boys take it, and you can't get any wine that night. Like, it's a
Tiffany's
madhouse.
wine. You got to have Tiffany's wine. Tiffany, what? Are you glad you went in?
So glad.
Yeah.
I would do it again and again and again and again.
Oh, I'd love you to see you go back in this one. What do you make of the housemates?
I think it's a very interesting house. I think it's a very opinionated house, and there's some love connections going on. And just one housemate just won't be quiet. Her opinion is all over the place.
Who's that?
Trisha.
Are you feeling Trisha? Are you not feeling Trisha?
Oh my goodness, I could not live with Trisha because, bless her, I would wind up telling her, hey, sweetie, like, you're not an expert on this topic.
So who's your favourite then?
My favourite, I would have to say, JoJo is crushing it right now. She really is. I would love to live with her.
Well, you crushed it, Tiffany.
Tiffany,
you
have
came
made
here,
my
you
day.
crushed, you conquered, you mic dropped, you're out. Celebrity Big Brother, late and live airs tonight at 10:30 on ITV2. Thank you.
Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you for coming on. Hi, everyone. Just wanted to say thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. Now, listen, we upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning. What a legend. And as he gets ready to head back on stage, comedian Jimmy Tarbuck is here now. Thank you for joining us.
Jimmy.
A very good morning, you two.
I was watching those clips, man. The era you've lived through is just extraordinary.
Well, being with and seeing those people on there and then seeing you two here, it's like working with Morecambe and Wise again.
I won't ask you to.
Follow that. Yeah, they were... It staggered me because one night before I did the Palladium the first time in '63, I was on a club in Manchester. I drove through the night, slept in the car, and a man called Val Parnell ran the Palladium along with the Grade brothers, and he said, hello, call me Uncle Val. I said, oh, OK, Uncle Val.
Whatever you
He
want.
said, I've seen enough of you in here. He said, you're going to be great tonight. And I did the worst rehearsal imaginable. And I went, take your time, take your time. And I went on and had a night of nights. They were with me, the guys who count up there, go on, give him a go. And it was lovely.
Sometimes the rehearsals, when you have a bad rehearsal, it's actually a good omen, and you always have a good show.
Oh, well, it doesn't happen all the time, but yes, and you know, and you do. And the London Palladium is the most famous theatre in the world.
Yeah.
Because everywhere I've been, I'm saying this where I've been, but you go, hey, you're from the London Palladium? You know, in Australia. Yeah, it was just wonderful.
But the London Palladium was your playhouse, wasn't it?
Oh, it was very lucky to me. They were very kind to me. And I've just done 15 nights there with Barry Manilow. And that was a thrill.
I bet.
And we used to meet in the corridor, like you do here.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you? He said, Jim, did you kill them? I said, I killed them. He said, what did you do? I said, 3 of your songs. And he went, you didn't, did you? And he asked the band, and the band were laughing. And they joined, and yeah, Jim sang all the huge ones. And for a minute, then he went, I'm watching you.
Yeah, brilliant.
You have everybody.
He was a nice lad and
Jimmy,
great performer.
Take us way back to, 9 years old with your dad.
Yeah.
Was it Fred your dad was called?
Yes, and when I came in from school, short trousers.
Well, he just seems like everything I've read about him, he just seems such a kind man and so nurturing for you.
Good fella.
Yeah? And he took you to go and see, you know, the 2 comedy legends, which is that's where you fell in love with comedy, Laurel and Hardy.
He said to me, Mother said, wash your knees, short trousers. Why? Your father's taking you out. So wash my knees, you know. And we got in with Mum, and we went down the Liverpool Empire. And I just sat there, and I had my heroes. And all of a sudden, I'll try and do it. It went bump, 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 bump. You know, Dad, I said, that's Laurel and Hardy. Here they are. And they walked on, and he didn't tell me. And he just looked at me and laughed. He said, do you like them? I said, I love them. And I ran down the aisle to where the band were in the pit. And the big man just went, hello, kid. How are you? And I went,
my God.
fine,
I've
thank
got
you.
shivers out.
That's
And I said to my
unbelievable.
Tingles.
he spoke to me. And I was in love with the guy. I was in love with Laurel and Hardy. I still am.
And that inspired you to what has been a wonderful career.
I suppose it kicked it off a little bit.
Yeah.
And lots of things. And working with nice people. And if you work with nice people, you're very lucky. And show business, they're nearly all nice people.
It's a bad rap, doesn't
and
it?
If they're
But most
a pain
people are
in
great.
The bum,
they don't. Yeah.
Ignore.
Yeah.
You just go, oh yeah, I've had enough of. You know, you don't join in, but
You were friends with all the icons. Cilla Black. What was she like?
That was Liverpool. She was in the cavern taking the coats, and if you were lucky, you got your coat back. She did nick one or two. She was a great girl, Cilla. Oh, love.
Did you give her a little tip when you got your coat back? Did you give her like some money?
I just give her a tip, and unfortunately, at her funeral, it was like a royalty was being. The whole of Liverpool was turned out, and I won't drop names, but Tom Jones says, "What do we do next?" So, and I did say this. I said, "Well, let's watch Cliff Richard." I said, "He's very into this and knows what to do." We watched Cliff, and the burial took place, and it was. You can't believe friends. I thought they were all immortal.
Yeah.
Mine who have gone. Little Corbett, you know, you go to Bobby Moore, but all nice people. And they left us just kind of quick. And I just thought, no, these are immortal, these people.
And then for you, Jimmy, is that why it's so important? Just keep going.
Well, the fact that I can still do it, and God bless them, the people come out to see me.
People love you, though, Jimmy.
No, I don't know about that.
They do. They still come, and they absolutely adore you. I mean, 6 decades. It's unbelievable.
Well, it's... I've been blessed. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
There is someone up there and said, give Tarbuck a chance. And I've loved every minute of it. I love being Jimmy Tarbuck. And people say hello in the street. They invariably are very nice. Tarby! You know, tax drivers and lorry drivers and all. Hi, Jim. How's it going? Yeah. I was with my granddaughter one day. I bet that's not your wife. I went, how dare you? Yes.
I listen to your daughter all the time. What is she like with you? Does she speak to you? Do you critique her on the radio?
Well, I've done a few things with her, a couple of plays and one film. She's very easy to work with. She's a good actress. And she does her radio show, which they tell me, which I'm thrilled is very popular. And I'm...
She's great, Jimmy. She's got, like... Because, you know, I know pretty well from radio, too.
I was walking in Liverpool,
funny bones.
and a gang of Scousers, kids, you know, 12 and upwards. One went, there's Jimmy Tarbuck. And the other one went, well, who's he? Lisa's dad. I was furious. I said, how dare you?
That's great.
She thought it was wonderful.
Jimmy, keep on going, buddy.
Well, I'm trying to, but you're enjoying yourselves.
Doing
How
well.
many mornings a week?
We do with the Friday guys.
With the
but
Friday
we're
guys,
on this week because it's half term.
Oh, of course.
Easter holidays.
Yes.
Thanks, Jimmy.
It's a great
good to
pleasure
see you.
to see that you two actually breathe. No, it's not often I see a nice-looking lad there and bringing his mum on the show. I mean, you really are. I mean, it is lovely, isn't it?
Jimmy's tour, An Evening with Jimmy Tarbuck, starts 23rd of April. Tickets available now. Thanks, Jimmy.
I like you. I've got to come and see you at the Palladium.
Thank you so much for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning.
Fit and Tanya and Phil join us now. Welcome to the show. You've got your own show. I
know.
How good was this? And who came to you and said, we've got this concept, it's going to be in your house with all your family, including your mum and dad?
Yeah.
Who came to you?
So ITV, we've spoken about it for a long, long time, but Phil would just never do it.
Really?
Yeah, because he's... Well, no.
Totally understand.
Well, as you know, Alison, I'm an oversharer, but Phil's quite a private person, so he sort of married the wrong woman, really, because I tell everyone everything about him. Yeah, but the kids wanted to do it, so sort of with peer pressure, you've done it, haven't you?
Absolutely, yeah.
And
Or was
he's
it just
loved
literally death by 1,000 cuts? You're like,
Yeah.
all right, you want to
Yeah.
do it? OK, well, let's do it.
Yeah, I was sick in getting asked the question, so I gave in the end.
But it is hard. It's a serious question. If you are a private person, it's quite something to let cameras into your life, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it certainly is. Obviously, playing football for 20 years, this is obviously totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
privacy cameras in your house and stuff.
Right, because you're playing football, you know the cameras are on you, but you're just in the zone, aren't you?
Yeah, of course, and it's totally different when obviously it's inside your house. But listen, we had fun with it. It's humorous, and everyone played the part.
Yeah. Well, literally, they all play.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids were loving it. Did the kids love it?
Yeah, well, they're just little superstars anyway. They are literally like performing monkeys, aren't they? Especially the little one. Oh, my goodness.
so funny.
He's hilarious. He's hilarious. But he's still not got rid of his trumpet. So he came home with this trumpet, and I was like, how long have you got this for? Because the school have given him.
Though.
I was like, a year. Oh, my God. But when the other two boys, when they had their instrument, it never got out of the box. So we just got away with it. But this trumpet, oh, he's obsessed with it.
Have you noticed, with a camera crew, does it make you a little bit on edge sometimes? Do they get to see everything? Do you forget the cameras are there?
Yeah, and they become like family in the end. But I think with Phil, it was a little bit different because he's obviously been a professional footballer for so many years, and he's very media trained, whereas I'm not. So he's like...
so do you look at tells everyone my secrets as well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I remember once I visited Graceland, Elvis Presley's house, and you can look all sort of downstairs, but no one's allowed upstairs.
Yeah.
How is it in your house?
Oh, you can go anywhere.
Oh, they're upstairs.
So there's no safe space for you guys. Just go. Just gonna.
And we watched episode 1, and Phil's. He's very, very particular about cleanliness and stuff, and he's like, the boys' bedroom's a mess. I was like, no one cares.
I like tidy. Everything in order.
Yes.
Again, married the wrong woman.
Yeah, no, it's good. It works.
I've got to be honest, that when I was watching the show, I was just looking at the house. That's what you do, don't you? You like, look at that house. And to be fair, with the amount, you've got 4 kids there, I can't believe you keep it so pristine.
Well, so my little Nan, she's 87, and she loves cleaning. Like, she loves cleaning. Like, if you stand still long enough, she'll clean you. And you'll see her on the show, and she's just going around.
And bless her.
Your Nan is a star, but your mum deserves her own show.
Oh, I love Julie.
Julie.
She's a star, Julie.
Can you talk me? So it's Julie and Steve. I mean, the 3 things that stood at the birthday card. Can you explain that?
So she wrote my dad a birthday card and wrote love from Julie and Steve.
So his own birthday card.
Yeah.
What else have we got? I mean, it's a bit dark, but it's very funny. The funeral.
Oh, my God. So my mum still writes my cards for me, which I know it's very
Like as if it's from Tanya?
Yeah, like to family members, anyone. I'd rather just text them, I know. But we had, sadly, a funeral and we had a wedding in the same week, and she got the cards wrong and signed them from me. And, of course, I can't say, well, I'm 43. My mum writes my own card, but she got hers right.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then she run you over?
And she run my foot over. And she's not sorry. Well, your foot shouldn't have been there. Your foot shouldn't have been there. Tanya. But she ran over my foot and stayed on it. So I'm screaming. She's like, she's such a drama queen. And she still didn't believe me. She went, I thought you were just pranking me. She said, I thought you put the leaves on your back on purpose.
Julie needs her own show, Al.
I know.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
She needs her own show. She absolutely... Oh, she could come on here and present. You know, get Julie on. When you actually watched it, what did you think seeing yourselves on the telly? What was it like? Was you happy with the edit?
Yeah, superb. I think they've done a great job.
They've done a great job, and it's hilarious. And I just think it's for all the family. You can sit down with your kids, and it'll just, you know, on a Sunday, and you're a bit glum, you're going back to work on a Monday, and it'll just give you a feel-good feeling.
It's happy TV, I know.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
It's more like
wonderful.
a 70s sitcom comedy sort of thing, because
And you
everyone's
two,
hilarious.
how long have you been together now?
a long time.
18 years-ish.
Is it 18 years now?
Yeah.
Come on,
what's the secret?
Well, I think arguing, you know. I do.
You like a good argument.
Clear the air.
If he's bugging you, tell him, yeah.
Yeah, we do that all the time.
And I get told a lot.
Yeah.
What about you? What's the secret for you?
I just do as I'm told.
You do
The
not.
easy way.
You do not.
For the easy life.
He doesn't.
We'll leave it there.
I might send him to the moon, though, with Katy Perry. I'm up for that. I'm going to buy that for your birthday.
Yeah, but it's only for 15 minutes, isn't it? It's not long enough.
The Party Bunch starts on Wednesday at 9 o'clock on ITVB.
Hi, everyone. Just wanted to say thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. Now, listen, we upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.
Years ago, our next guest met during a chance encounter at the Brit Awards, and then they've since been the best of buddies.
Oh, hello. From playing in Soccer Aid together to becoming new parents, Mark Wright and Ollie Murs are now taking over the radios with their brand new Saturday morning show. What? Hang on a minute.
Bit awkward, this.
Whoa. Time out a minute. What time's your show on?
9 till 12.
9 till 12?
Sorry, Dan.
I'm on 8 till 10. Who booked these guys?
We had Greg James on yesterday talking about his breakfast show.
Too
This is
much.
my revenge today.
Too much.
Hi, lads.
Lovely.
Great to see you. Congrats on the Heart gig. I mean, the second I saw that pairing, I thought they've just absolutely nailed this. Because I feel like you're just... The fact you're real friends and you're having good fun, but this seems like the right time in both of your careers to do it.
Yeah, it feels exactly like that. I mean, we've been friends for a long time, and we've been asked to do things together a lot, obviously, and we've always been like, nah, we just want to enjoy being friends. Yeah. And then eventually, we were with each other so much, and it just felt so right to do something. And then our boss, Rich, come forward at Heart and said, why don't you do a show together? And we did a couple of things, and we was like, actually, we love it. And we started.
The second I saw that book, and I thought, who put those two Herberts in a radio studio together? Who is the boss? You're the boss. You must be the boss.
Yeah.
Boss?
In terms of, like, who drives it, because you do radio. Yeah. And you love to turn up and go, hi, guys, how's it going? And everyone fall over himself.
You remember when I did the Extra Factor? That was kind of what me and Kaz did. Kaz always like run the ship, and I was just in the background doing stupid stuff.
Nah, you're more than that.
But no, Righty, definitely the serious guy. And he's the one behind the desk. I'm just on the other side, just having a laugh.
We completely split it, though. I mean, and you'll know this, Derm, and Sean as well, of course. Radio, you'd think it would be, it's just lifting the mic and, just talking. It's actually, there's a lot of techniques in it and language you have to use and whatever else. And I remember thinking how long it took me to learn. And I was thinking, Ollie's an amazing broadcaster, so he's going to pick it up like this. But it might take a few weeks, but instantly, he was just unbelievable.
Annoyingly natural, isn't he?
Yeah, he's annoyingly good at everything.
Annoyingly talented on everything he does.
Have you found it all?
I'm loving it, to be honest with you. It's brilliant. And I'm not, he's brilliant at it as well. Yeah. So to work with someone who's already experienced and knows what he's doing, it's just been a really easy transition for me to get in. Because I've always been the one that's been interviewed. So to actually do live radio, I'm really enjoying the whole process. And we just, like you guys were saying, and we've got a great natural friendship and chemistry. So we literally just go live and we just have a laugh for 3 hours. It's brilliant.
Yeah, and that's the difference. I've always done it on my own for 14 years. And, you'll know this, both of you, and you used to do your own show as well, Sean. You're just talking to a mic and talking to the audience. Now I've got him. I'll bring up a subject. He'll come back with something, make me cry laughing, and we just have a conversation. It really is. It's gone from work to just sitting having a chat with my mate with the mic's up. We have to make sure the mic is down at a certain point.
We forget always the skill in it. It's always the gamble.
The stuff between the songs that would make the best, maybe podcast. Maybe
maybe more of a podcast.
But you guys obviously have had all your celeb guests on straight away because you've got a lot of friends in the business. So that's great. So people listening know that that's going to happen. I know you both love a prank or two, which I've seen you do. But now you're both girl dads.
I know.
That's nice, isn't it, Dad era?
Well done.
It's so lovely because we've got Maddie in a really great routine at home now, so she sleeps through the night. We get on Saturday breakfast at 9 o'clock, and I see Righty coming. I think you've had a bad night.
He's out of the woods already.
Yeah, I'm sort of out of it at the moment.
The best thing for me, he's 11 months in front of me, and we went to the Euros together. We did a road trip to Germany, and he had just had a kid, and he was like, "Oh, Mark, I'm so tired." But because he's 11 months in front of me, he's already done the learning bit, so I just have to ask him questions. Ollie, what do I do now? How do I change this nappy? What do I do? And he just tells me everything and warns me about what's next.
Already, all I'm doing is fast-forwarding probably 13 years and feeling so sorry for that poor boy, both of them, that walked through that door, meeting these two as dad. Hi, Mr. Murs, Mr. Wright.
We are literally training now, aren't we? In the gym every week.
That's why his biceps look like this.
Oh, no, it's so lovely, though, because I remember, Ollie, when I last saw you, I was pregnant, and you're 3 months ahead of me. So I'm doing the same. I'm asking him for tips, and we'll all exchange notes, because you're in... They call it the trenches at the minute, because you're in the early stages.
Do you know what? She's absolutely amazing. She's so good, and... She's only 5 weeks old, and we'll get to 11 p.m. She'll go to sleep, and she won't wake up again until like 5, and it's just
lovely.
Incredible. I mean, but as you say about talking about tips, we saw Ed Sheeran last week on our show as well, and the first thing he said to me, and I'm like, Ed Sheeran, I'm a super fan of Ed. I didn't even know he knew who I was, and he walked up and he just went, "How you feeling?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" I didn't know he knew that I had a child. He said, "How you feeling?" I was like, well, "Why's that?" He said, "Well, you're a new dad." I was like, "Oh yeah." He said, "Trust me, it gets easier."
So let's go with Ed and Elton. What advice do you get?
Well, Elton, he was just more about discipline, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He said to me he had a difficult childhood, so he was more on the line of, make sure he didn't want his kids live in fear and stuff like that. So we took that on board, and And obviously Ed was just, you know, full of beans. He was happy because his kids are about 3 or 4 years of age. He's sort of out of that period, but...
He just kept saying it gets easier, Ed.
Yeah.
He was like, I've got no tips for you. There's nothing you can do. Just know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
But we're loving it, though, and that's,
Yeah,
that's
it's
amazing. It is
the best thing
it's
ever.
just been incredible to be a dad.
Yeah, you never want
the
to wish that
journey
moment
of
away.
it is
You're in the
amazing.
froglet period, is what me and my mates called it. Where
Froglet?
They just basically fall asleep on you like little froglets
Oh,
like
they
that.
tuck the little legs up.
So
Yeah.
cute.
It is so the scrunch.
And it happened. It goes so quickly.
Well, I mean, already I'm at 9 months. I don't know where that's gone. You're coming up to a year with your little girl, aren't you?
Yeah, I
Which
mean,
is
next
mad.
week's her birthday, so I'm like, right, what are we going to do? And then I'm thinking, well, she's only...
Yeah,
I mean,
don't
we're going to
do
do
too
something, but
much.
not do too much.
Yeah.
We've got all the family coming around. They'll be smothering her with loads of presents and stuff and cake. So it's going to be lovely, yeah, really
And
special.
Mark, I've known you a long time. When me and my partner Jake saw your news, we were just over the moon for you both. And the name is gorgeous, which I hadn't actually heard before, and it's a lovely sort of meaning behind it, isn't there?
Well, that's what the papers say.
Oh.
We just...
It's all made up.
Yeah, we just love the name. We
Yeah.
love the name Palmer with an ER, and then we just liked putting an A on it, which is like the way it read. So, yeah, we just love the name, really.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
And are you just enjoying it, both of you, having that
It's-
time together as well? Because you're both so busy all the time.
Yeah, it's incredible. We're just enjoying being parents, and she's downstairs somewhere now with my lovely wife. She's waiting for me.
Oh, she was in the studio yesterday, weren't she, with you?
Yeah, then she came to my radio show because I'm covering the drive show at the moment at Heart. So she came in the studio with me yesterday. I just posted a video, actually. I had her on my shoulder whilst doing a link. It's they say it's the best feeling in the world. They're not wrong. It is.
Yeah. Now, Ollie's on tour, and there's an Essex gig that Mark's going to be duetting with. That's what I'm reading.
Yeah, what
here.
is this about?
Yeah.
You heard me
changed the
sing.
script.
See, what it is, I just held my voice back for many
All these
years.
years.
Right.
I was like, Ollie, I'll let you take
Yeah.
singing, and I'll just say on the radio from now. Finally, we're coming
I
together.
need that old school East End crew.
The thing is,
out
I'm
there.
getting him gigs and he's getting paid for it. Yeah, I did a gig at his house. Did I get paid? Did I get paid?
No, I'm sorry.
At his house? To be fair.
No, it's amazing. He was. I did we did a housewarming party. We called it Marcella, like a mini festival. And Ollie was. I googled
At
his
Castle
gigs.
Park?
At
Yeah,
Castle Park. So I
Castle Park.
googled where he was on tour. So I wonder if I can blag him if he's close by. And I was like, right, he's at Castle Park. He's going to Plymouth tonight after the gig. He's there tomorrow. He has to kind of drive past our house. Mersey, you wouldn't mind stopping in and doing like a mini concert? He's like, right, are you having a laugh? I've got the whole crew on the tour bus. So they ended up parking the tour bus at the end of the road. They all stayed on the tour bus. He came in and did a gig. And it weren't until the next day when I realised what he had to go through to do it. I was like,
Can you imagine?
I actually feel really bad. I'm forever in debt.
Amazing.
So can you imagine turn up at Wrighty's house at midnight and everyone's just having the best time, and it's near the end where they're all just completely drunk, and there's me, I've just done a gig, and I've turned up.
He actually looked scared.
Boys, congratulations on the new gig. Well done, buddies. You can listen to Heart Breakfast with Mark Wright and Ollie Merce every Saturday morning from 9 on your radio and Global Player.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.
Someone who knows it better than anyone is her daughter, Billy D, who is here with us now. Hi.
Hi.
Great to have you with us.
It's great to be here.
Just watching your mum is always it's that kind of combination of pride and it's my mum.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Like universally, it's the mum look, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, can you imagine your mother going on a reality TV show?
Oh, no.
man.
No, absolutely not. But did you almost persuade her to do it?
Yes, it was me who persuaded her to do it. I mean, she gets asked quite a lot to do it, but there's never been a good time. There's never really been a reason. But she's so passionate about talking about cancer and living with long-term life-limiting illnesses. And we just felt this was the perfect time for her to go on and, represent all the millions of people who are living with conditions like that, especially at the time, when the government are, limiting personal independent payments and people are really suffering. So I think the fact that she's chosen to go on it this time is going to really impact a lot of people and make a big difference, hopefully.
So when you actually had that conversation with her and you sat down, what was it quite a kind of... Were you pushing against an open door? Was she like, this is the right time? Because, her career's been so varied and successful, and, now she's obviously focusing on living her life. Was there a part of her just went, do I really want to do this?
No, I don't think she's ever thought I really want to do this. It's just she's never really been interested in reality TV. But I just said to her, look, I think you can talk as much as you like about living with cancer, but people need to actually see you and see it. And then she thought, OK. So that was the moment that really clinched it for her, I think.
Yeah,
It's not, and you could tell by the reaction of the crowd, even when she came in. We've all got a soft spot for Trisha. I grew up watching her doing her chat show, and I really remember her as this British Jerry Springer but with so much warmth, and that's how she appeared when she came up on stage and said that quote about you know, just don't be scared of dying so much that you start being scared of living.
Yeah.
I think that just resonated with everyone, didn't it?
It really did. It really did. She's always been an ambassador, you know, for the underdog or for people going through a hard time, and she's always willing to put herself out there, and I'm so proud of her.
But were you heartened by that reception? Because I think when I was reading in my notes, she said, you know, she hasn't been on TV for a while.
Yeah.
And yet she was just universally adored.
Do you know what? I think both of us just sort of forgot. A lot of time has gone by since her show, and I just think when everyone started chanting Trisha, I was jumping up and down. I couldn't believe it, and I could see on Mum's face that she was a bit taken aback by it as well. But she is a legend, and I'm really glad that, you know, maybe this reminds her of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, she's, because of her chat show host past, she'll be very good at sort of being the negotiator, probably settling a lot of arguments. She's got a lot of interesting characters in there as well. Is there any, do you see that she's going to have to probably have words with a few of them?
I mean, she's already had words with a few of them. I mean, look, Mum will have a go at anyone she wants to. But yeah, she is really good at sitting down with people, getting those sort of difficult stories out. I think after the eviction tonight, she'll really come alive and be there supporting people. So, you know, let's see how we go. Sometimes Mum does start fights as well, so fingers crossed that doesn't happen too much, but we'll see.
She's a mediator, but
Yes.
you don't think she'd necessarily be the mother of the house.
The thing is, I've lived with her. I think it's very different, her doing her day job to actually living with someone day to day. You know, she can be a bit cheeky. She can push people's buttons sometimes.
Yeah.
So look, let's see how we go.
I like that she was honest. I remember the first night, you know, Danny Beard was really loud, and I like that she just went straight over and said, by the way, you did my head in last night, you're too loud.
I mean, I've had that conversation with my mum several times. I almost cringed for Danny there. Yeah, I was like, Mum, don't be so grumpy on your first morning. But, you know, I think she commands respect, doesn't she?
Yeah, and he appreciated the honesty.
He did.
Do you think Mickey Rourke will be one that will appreciate the honesty?
I think he will. I think he might have an ally in Mum. I think, you know, yeah, we'll see how that goes. But they're of a similar age, a similar generation. Yeah, I think they might.
She could be the link, couldn't she? She could be that link between him and the younger generation.
Yeah.
And him realising the words he uses, even if he doesn't mean them with offence, are offensive and are antiquated, and sort of, you know, and maybe bring him out a little bit.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Let's hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, because there'd probably be a level of respect there. If she said it in the right way to him, then he maybe would take it on board, and we might see that side of him. We'll have to wait and see, because he's obviously up for eviction, so who knows what will happen tonight. We've heard her already telling stories about you, which must be weird to hear your name being dropped with Nelson Mandela and all that kind of stuff.
Mum loves a name drop. Mum loves a name drop, as I'm sure we'll hear a few more of them as the show goes on. But it is weird hearing stories about me. It's weird hearing my name mentioned. I'm just sitting at home, I'm like, oh, God, OK. No, but she has lived an incredible life, and normally it is her interviewing other people, so I think it's great she has a chance to share some of her own stories.
People haven't heard that story, and obviously you can't remember it, but can you tell us the Nelson Mandela story?
I mean, obviously, I can't remember, but, you know, I think it's probably one of Mum's proudest moments of her career. She was the first black person on Australian TV, which was massive.
What?
Yes.
The first black person on Australia TV in general?
Yeah. So, yeah, she made history with that. And so when Nelson Mandela was released from prison and he went on his tour, they sent my mum to interview him. So, yeah, that was incredible. And Mum used to bring me everywhere with her when I was a baby, and I was screaming and crying my head off, and Nelson Mandela wanted to hold me. And, yeah, I've got a little signed note from him at home still.
Wow.
Really
Lovely
incredible.
line, like he hasn't heard a baby cry for 20-odd years or something. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, your mum is a legend, and I'm sure the public are going to be backing her. Do you think she wants to win?
I don't think Mum wants to win. I don't think that was ever her intention. I think she's in there to fly the flag for everyone, you know, going through cancer or chronic illness. And, you know, I think she was really shocked not to have been nominated. I think that would have been a big moment for her and a big surprise. Yeah, I don't actually think Mum's ever won anything in her life. So we'll see what happens. But
She's winning in life.
Yeah, I was going to say,
What
she
she's
might
doing.
just absolutely naturally breeze through on this one. You never know.
You never know.
Lovely
thank
chatting
you.
to you. Celebrity Brother continues tonight at 9 p.m. on ITV1, ITVX and STV and STV. Thank you so much for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning.
We're back.
We have Harlan Coben to thank for all of those binge-worthy series that have kept us entertained and second-guessing everything forever. And as he releases a brand new detective novel, weighty. Like it. He joins us now. How are you? Heavy stuff, Harlan.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
How many
Good to see
words
you
we
guys.
stick? How many? 400 plus.
There we go. How's it going this morning?
Yeah, really good. Lovely to see
Thank
you.
Nice to see you guys.
Oh, brilliant.
I so watch Dermot a lot of mornings dancing on Instagram, so it's nice to be here in person.
The strangest thing is when I adore this man. The strangest thing is when he, like, every now and again, he'll like something or send you a message. You're like,
oh,
what? Harlan Coben knows who I am. I've been a fan of yours for ages.
Thank you, man.
You're such a good writer.
Thank you so much.
When you first started out, you just wanted to get one in a bookshop.
Yeah, it's incremental ambition, right? Like, oh, if I could just one day see one of my books in the store. Okay, 2.
Yeah.
Just to show it wasn't a fluke. just 2. Okay, if I could just like scratch out an embarrassing living. If I could one day hit a bestseller list, just one. Okay, if I can one day hit #1. You know, so all those things incrementally worked out okay. But it took a while. It was fun.
Most people would never think they could, though, and I suppose wasn't it a dare or something from a mate that was like, go on, publish a book?
Yeah, it was sort of like that, but, and you saw those weird stats, it's just like, who is that? Who's coming on the show? I was sort of interested myself. It's worked out really interesting.
Wow.
What did you do before? What was your background before you started putting pen to paper?
I was a political science major in college, which is a euphemism for I have no idea what I want. I mean, I think a lot of what you do and what I do is because we're not fit to have a real job.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
Correct. Yeah.
I'm disorganized. I'm forgetful. If you ask me what else I would be, I'd be like a duvet cover. I got nothing else. I can only make stuff up. So I'm happy I'm here.
And it's so epic because obviously most of your books now are being adapted to be massive Netflix hits. The one that a lot of our audience will know you for at the minute is Fool Me Once with Michelle Keegan. We've got Mark Wright coming in later.
I know. I had a Mark. I have to congratulate him on being a dad.
Yeah,
it's so
nice.
exciting.
But did you expect it to go as big as it did?
No. No, you never really expected it. It was really fun to watch and talking to Michelle a lot when it was going on. Like, can you believe how many people are watching? She goes, I'm getting so many calls, and just watching England kind of consume it. It was really fun.
I love the quote, the secret for you is inspiration, perspiration, and desperation. Can you explain that for us?
Yeah, so inspiration, to be a writer, you have to be inspired.
Yep.
Perspiration, do the actual work of writing. But the third, what we talked about before, desperation, we're not fit to do anything else, like hold a real job. And that fear that I would have to wake up in the morning and go to like a drugstore and sell lipstick or whatever else, that fear is one of the things that drives me.
And it never goes away?
Never goes away.
Even with everything you've sold?
This is my, I think, 36th or 37th novel. I'm always scared out of my mind that this, how people are going to... This is so exciting for me. This is the time when the book becomes a book, right? You read it, and all of a sudden, Kierce and Molly and these characters come to your life in your head different from everybody else's. That's still the part that jazzes me, that one-on-one relationship I get to have with the reader. It's
also,
so cool.
it's so exciting how people take a character in their own way. Like, people interpret it in their own way and own it in their own way, don't they? And part of that is, when it goes on television or film, it kind of has a different identity to a point,
you lose
doesn't
it. Actually, that's why it's so different. I mean, some people like the book, some people like the TV shows, but they should be different. They should not be the same experience, and I don't want it to be the same experience.
And yet they're so adaptable.
Yeah, thanks.
Which is incredible, right?
Yeah, because the twists and turns, and hopefully you're all caught up in Fool Me Once. You want to know what Michelle Keegan's going to happen, what the outcome is going to be, how can this possibly be, how could she be seeing her dead husband on a nanny cam, and that's the fun of it. Yeah.
So you don't get annoyed then if the TV adaptation changes your writing and changes
I'm
your
actually
twist?
the opposite. I wanted to. Like, why would I want to give you the exact same experience as reading a book? Read a dang book if you want that experience. I want to give you a different experience with it.
And so this one, does it almost follow on from Fool Me Once? Is that
A little bit. So what happened was Adil Akhtar was in the TV
He's so
show.
good.
Unbelievable actor. And I wanted to work with him for so long. And when I'm watching him on set, I'm like, that guy has more stories to tell. And so this is a year after Nobody's Fool. And quickly, so when Sammy Kierce was 21 years old, he was backpacking through Europe, as a lot of people do, and fell in love with a woman named Anna, like you meet on vacation, as you do.
Yeah.
And on a fourth day together, he wakes up and he has a bloody knife in his hand and she's murdered, and he runs. 25 years pass. He's really just desperate after what happens in Fool Me Once. He's making no money. He's teaching an adult night class. He looks in the back of the room, and a woman stands up, and he realizes it's Anna, the woman he saw murdered 25 years ago.
Oh, I mean...
That's how Nobody's Fool opens up, yeah.
I love the sequence of that. I love seeing Adil bring that character to life.
Yeah.
Made you think there's something more in that character.
Right, it wasn't even the book Fool Me Once. It was actually the TV show and watching Adil and wanting to work with Adil again at some point. But really, I was talking to Adil, and I was like, your character just has more secrets. There's more going on in his life. So I skip a year after Fool Me Once, and that's when this starts.
That's so interesting, isn't it? That a role that was never meant to be a lead role almost has now inspired a whole...
Exactly, yeah.
I love the way that kind of
He
works.
does that kind of hangdog put upon...
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
Like, tired, like, character so well.
So great.
It's so
Yeah, so
layered
right.
and brilliant.
Yeah.
Do you think, like, with him being that... Like, do you when you're writing now, do you look at the characters in the movie, in the TV, or is that...
Never.
No.
I mean, the book
That's
has
the
to be
first
the
time
book.
that happened, really.
Yeah, I mean, the book has to be a book, and the TV series has to be a TV series. As you point out, I'm willing to make a ton of changes.
Yeah.
The Stranger in the book, for example, which was another show that was here, was a white male, and I said, no, we need a female for that character on set because the visual of her dropping the bomb on Richard Armitage was just better. In a book, I don't need that visual. So it's just a different medium, and you have to accept that and go with it.
And so many authors we meet, like Richard Osman, just says, I want nothing to do with the adaptation. I want to... You love getting your hands dirty.
I do. Because I have a great team up north there with Nicholas Schindler and Danny Brocklehurst and Richard Fee. We've made, I think, 7 shows now.
I mean, those names you just see on great credits all the time.
They're just the best. And we're doing Runaway right now up north with Ruth Jones and Minnie Driver and James Nesbitt in the lead. And we're just having a blast. I can't wait for that one to come out.
Oh, Ruth Jones, who obviously our viewers will know from Gavin and Stacey as Nessa. What a legend she is.
Yes.
Were you new to Gavin and Stacey? Had you seen Gavin?
They sent to me when we were thinking about it, and I was like, oh, yeah, she could definitely do it. I love to take comic actors and put them in. Did it with Jennifer Saunders, actually, and Joanna Lumley, but this one's really special. I can't wait for people to see Ruth in this role because it's very, very different for her. It's very serious. She's a detective here. And she just kills it. She's just a wonderful actress. I can't wait for people to see.
And Harlan, so many of your books are adapted here, and so you spend so much time here. I mean, I was just saying to you before we came on air, what I love about your books is they could really be set anywhere.
Yeah.
But I guess you're a proper Anglophile now.
I am. I mean, my new show on Netflix, Caught, was filmed in Argentina, and the one before that, Just One Look, was Poland. I love that I get to move them to different places, and it adds a different spark. But I think the hybrid of sort of the British television tradition and my American storytelling has just made for really fun
Magic,
TV.
isn't it? Yeah, lovely.
It's just fun. You know, you just binge it, usually New Year's Day, and it's a lot of fun.
It's so interesting because it's if you almost purposely dodge the Hollywood stuff.
Yeah.
Why?
Because, well, I'm making one right now. We're doing I Will Find You with Sam Worthington, Britt Lower, who a lot of you know from Severance.
Yes,
Helly in Severance. And Mila Ventimiglia, who everybody knows from This Is Us. We're making one in America. So we are making them there. But I'm happier to be here in Europe, and I'm happy to be here in the UK. I love the talent, the actors I've been able to work with, the cast, the crews, the directors. And they do leave us alone a little bit more, I think, than in Hollywood.
Oh, OK.
Yeah.
You like the chilledness.
They're a little annoying. I mean, all the horrible stories you hear about Hollywood, kind of true.
And this is just decision by committee, right? Whereas here you can just get on with it.
A little bit more, yes, definitely.
And I think you're right. What's important about your writing, and just that sort of anyone that writes as successful as you, is that people that may not really enjoy reading will pick up one of your books and be hooked.
That's my favorite comment when
thing.
I get that. I hadn't been reading in years, and also I started the book at 10 o'clock at night, thought I was going to read for 5 minutes. Next thing you know, it's 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
And, you know, that turns me on. I love that binge thing. So both TV-wise and book-wise, I want you to binge. Yeah.
Also,
I want you not to be able to put it down.
Just quickly to ask, did I see that you're doing something with Reese Witherspoon, which
Yeah.
you didn't really expect to want to do, and then...
No.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't such a braggy story, but Reese called me and said, I want to talk to you. I know Reese a little bit, and I want to talk to you about an idea I have. And I'm thinking, I'm not that guy. I don't collaborate. So how do I nicely tell Reese Witherspoon? And then Reese tells me the idea, and I'm like, oh, dang. That's really good. And I take out like a pen and a pad like that, and I start to write with her, and we start talking back and forth. It's been 3 hours. And then we both said, why don't we just write this as a book together? So that's what we're doing.
Brilliant.
Great.
Yeah,
So that's
October.
still in process, is it, at the minute?
Yeah, I'm still finishing it up right now. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun working with Reese.
Harlan, so lovely to meet you.
Yeah,
Nice
so
to meet you
lovely.
guys,
Thank
too.
you so
Thank
much.
you so
Well,
much.
get this, bad boy. Nobody's Fool is out now, so you can get that for your Easter break and have a good read.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.